Hey, we're going to look at volume of rectangular prisms today. I do realize some of y'all have already done this before, but we just want to keep it kind of simple at first before we move into some harder stuff later this week or some new stuff later this week. First off, I just want to make sure y'all know formula charts have been posted on Google Classroom, regardless of what sixth grade math teacher you have. I'm also going to put the formula on here just in case. But if I look at my formula chart for volume, I can see on the back, sorry, I went too far. The volume is V equals capital B H. And there is a very important part of that formula, and it's the capital B right here. That formula is not just base times height. That capital B means we have to find the area of the base and multiply it by the height. So volume is area of the base times the height. So we're going to start off simple today. We're going to do three easy ones, very similar to what you did in fifth grade. We're just going to make sure we understand how this new formula works. So I'm going to jump straight into the first one. We're still filling in our formula and doing all that type of stuff. So if I look at, it's asking me the volume of this first rectangular prism. Technically, as far as the base goes, it doesn't matter what side I want to make the base. I usually typically just make the bottom. So if I look at the shape, this bottom side down here is going to be the base. So to do that, I need the first step, I need to find the area of the base. So 10 and 3. So 10 times 3, since it's a rectangle, to find the area of a rectangle, I'll just multiply base times height. I know 10 times 3 is 30. So that's the area of the base. So now I can fill in my formula. I know the area of the base is 30, and I know that the height, straight up and down right here, is 4. So to find the actual answer, I just need to do 30 times 4, and I know 3 times 4 is 12, and then I just have an extra 0. So my answer is going to be 120 inches cubed. All volume has a little 3 up there. 120 inches cubed. That means 120 little 1-inch cubes could fit inside of that bigger box. Okay, next one. Says, what is the volume of this shape? I do have some fractions, but if we notice, those are both a half. So I'm going to keep those as, I'm going to change those to decimals. It's going to make it a little easier for us. If I look down here, this is going to be my base. So I have 7.5 and 4. So I'm going to multiply 7.5 times 4. I know 4 times 5 is 20. And then I know 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. And then I have one number after the decimal. So 7.5 times 4 is 30. So I'm going to write my volume formula with my base plugged in. So the area of my base was 30 and the height is 2.5. So I'm going to do it up here, but 30 times 2.5. I know 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 3 is 15. I put a 0. 2 times 0 is 0. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And I get 750, but I do have one decimal, so I end up with 75 inches cubed. That's my answer. Really, I know in fifth grade you just multiplied the three numbers. Technically, that's what we're still doing, but we want to make sure we understand how that formula works, because tomorrow we're going to do some volume questions that are similar, but we're really going to be focusing on the formula a little bit more tomorrow too. Okay, so my last one, I'm going to find the area. My base would be down here with the 4 and the 5, just to keep it simple. And we know 4 times 5 is 20. So that's the area of the base, or the capital B. So I plug in my formula. I have a 20 as the area of the base, and my height is 10. And we all know 20 times 10 is 200 meters cubed. All right, so that's volume. Remember, we're finding the area of the base and multiplying it by the height, aka we're really just multiplying all three numbers. If you have any questions, rewatch the video or join us during our Google Meet time, and we'd be happy to help you out.